Hey ho folks, what's up? This is Macro and today we're playing Satisfactory again. We are still finishing our computer and Quartz factory basically. Just a few more assemblers and we are good to go. Just one thing I want to show you that I did in between episodes is just a little thing over here. I prepared a container for computers, and also I wanted to find out how many products there are, how many storage bins we need here, and there's no definite answer I could find easily, let's say. So at the moment we have this many containers on one side, which is kind of our natural limit here because of these rocks, which don't allow us to proceed further this way. Or at least it would look very weird, which we don't want, of course. So at the moment we are at 40 containers on one side, 40 on the other side, which is, you guessed it, 80 items overall, and I found numbers around 90 or 100, so we should at least be very close to the actual number of items that we want to store. And I would say we leave it there and check out how this is gonna go as soon as we reach the end game and need to store the last few items. I took a little walk through the factory and I realized one thing. I don't know yet if that's gonna be a problem, but as you can see, this is the lift which supplies our storage facility basically, and we don't see any of the quartz crystals going that way, which is because we got a smart splitter here and it basically puts out everything this way and only the overflow goes this way. Problem is, this thing produces 32 per minute, which is more than enough for a Mark I belt. So currently there will be no overflow. So I don't know. I mean, we designed the factory in a way that this belt should be full at some point. We could check out where this goes and check out the machines, whether they are still filling up. I guess so. So as soon as this belt is full, this will back up and this will produce overflow then. So it might be alright. I don't know yet. Maybe we wanna switch this over to some more sophisticated split and merge setup. I don't know yet. We will see, I guess. Let's see if this backs up and actually produces some overflow here, I would say. Okay, so let me get up to the second floor here real quick. Jump up here. Thank you. And let's have a look at our plan. I think one last time, right? There we go. So all of this stuff we already did last time. So we only have those 3 assemblers left, 2.4 to be precise. And we need 12 circuit boards and 4 crystal oscillators. Let's check those inputs real quick. I think we prepared everything in the last episode already. So this is 4 crystal oscillators, right? These 4 manufacturers here. So we have 4 crystal oscillators per minute on this belt. Nice. And circuit boards. What's this? Reinforced iron plates, okay. Where are my circuit boards? This is, I guess, cables, yes. Why don't you do anything? Oh, you do. Alright. So circuit boards on the first floor then. Let's have a look. They should be over here. Yes. And they are used for high-speed connectors down here. And this is no. Why is that a splitter? Maybe we prepared this splitter for bringing them to the next floor. Or no, we have another unused assembler here. Interesting. So, first order of business, I guess, is prepare some circuit boards. Let me have a quick look. How many circuit boards? 12 per minute. What is that? 5? All right. 4 and 5. So let me check that real quick. It's 6 for the high-speed connector production, which is this one. Okay. So we kind of prepared that already for here. So we need we only need 2 of these 3 to of these 5 to go this way. We have 3 left. 3 plus 5 are 8. 8, 8, 8, 8, 8. And then I guess 4 more from here. 5 and what is this? 5. So it's 6 for yes. Okay. Let me clear that up for you and for me. We want 6 circuit boards to go this way. So to our storage. So we have 5 here and we basically split of 1 here, which also works with an overflow only, which is good enough. Yeah. And we don't have that problem here actually, because we have another assembler here which still produces 5 for the storage, right? So only this additional 1 coming from this assembler here would be the problem. So not a problem at all. Okay, so we have 4 going this way here. Basically, we have another 5 here, which is 9. And we have another 3 here. Yeah, another 3 from this one. Which then makes 12 overall. So what we want to do is merge the whole thing here. We don't have any other choice, I guess, but to put it this way. MK1 belts are more than enough here. Like this. So now we have our 12 circuit boards here. Let's see, where are we? If we were to, I don't know, go here. Yeah, no chance. Let's walk up there using our staircase back there. Oops. And let's see where we are. We want to bring them over to here. Oh. Okay. No. Not here. That would be weird or maybe even impossible. How about this guy here? Where are we? Maybe we do it like this. We bring it up under the ceiling, basically. Whoops, 4 meters, please. So give me a little helper here, just like that. Give me a ladder, maybe, just for a second here to be able to see something on top of that. Scaffolding platforms. Let me get up here real quick. Alright, so let's bring a lift here. And now let's use some 1 meter platforms, maybe. Bring it all the way over. Like so. And like this. Let's see. We want to place 3 assemblers, right? So maybe if let's use this corner here, this, and then it's 2, 3, no problem. Okay, cool. And we want the splitters basically on the center lane here, right? So something like that. Maybe we want this to be second level immediately. And bring those in on the first level. Maybe not. Maybe we want to bring those in on the second level. Yeah, I guess that's the better way to do it. Okay. So we want this on the middle lane. Okay. Place 1 foundation here. Have a lift hole. Dead center, I guess. Yes. Place a conveyor lift here, mark 1, the other way around, like this. And build a conveyor mark 1, straight build mode. And this is going to be on this lane here, right? No, not even on this lane, and 1 step further in. So, like this. What? Why is this clipping? Huh. Nose. It's not enough, huh? Can I? Huh. You know what? We never used those ceiling mounts, so would that be the perfect opportunity for us? I used to, for us to test those ceiling mounts. Uh-huh. Of course, it's not enough. It's the same game, so... Like this. Like this. There we go. Let's remove all of this again. And the ladder as well. This whole little walkway here. These two. And done. Okay, that's the circuit boards being dealt with. Let's hop over on the second floor again. Let's prepare the second level inputs here. Like this. I can't tell. Okay. Like this. This. First level. Let's remove them first and then care about the first level inputs here. Like this. And this. Ah, the recipe, of course, is the crystal computer. And let me check that real quick. This one's gotta work at 40%. Yeah, and everything can be Mark 1, no problem. Let me place the conveyors, the lifts first. There. Connect those as well. And also the last one over here. Everything can be on one in between. Alright. So. Yeah, let's just use Mark 1. What? Let's just use floor level conveyor belts here for the circuit boards. It was a little bit weird that it said it was clipping. Let's double check that, yeah, splitter's working. Alright. And now, remove this and this. You give me a lift here, and then disconnect this one. And just like that, we are producing computers. Cool. So now let's see how we are going to be able to bring the outputs over. Huh. I mean, I guess we could just place another merger here. But if you ask me, and I know you're asking me right now, that's gonna be kind of weird because we use a merger directly in front of a machine to merge something else into the line. So me personally, I would prefer to place another merger here. Let's do it like that. Oh god. Where was it? Like so? Never. Oh my god. Who would have thought? I'm the best. Yes, I am. Sorry. Yeah, and then let's just bring the computers over using a simple conveyor belt close to the wall here. Like that. Okay. So, last merger would be here then. Like that. Yes. Another one here in this direction. Good. Bring this over. What? He says merger and places splitters. Why not? Okay, let's do it again. Merger in this direction, merger in this direction. There we go. And then the... Ooh, maybe that was a mistake, or maybe it's exactly what we want. Let's see. Looks good to me. Let's have a look from above again. Uh-huh. Yes. Perfect. All right. Some power for our friends here, and then we are done. Done with the whole factory already. Isn't that something? I mean, okay, we still have to check out that one smart splitter down there. It might still be kind of a problem. But other than that, we're done. We're producing computers. Yes, sir. Cool. I like it. Let's see. We wanted to find out where all these quartz crystals go, and they go into the crystal oscillator production. So it's that line on top. Okay. Let's start at the very back here. Still not full. You're running at 71%. Why is that? Is it because you're not full? Maybe. You're almost full in terms of quartz crystals at least. Same for you. You should be more than full. Oh no, it's basically the same. Okay. We have a Mark III belt here, huh? Let me check real quick how many quartz crystals we needed. Where are they? Here. Quartz crystals 234. Yeah, no problem. So MK3 is more than enough. Quartz crystals backing up here. They're very good. But not yet here. Another thing is that we bring in cables from this direction. Yeah. So the whole backup situation for the manifold lines is a bit weird because they don't distribute evenly, let's say. So one resource from one side and another resource from the other side, which makes it a bit weird, but shouldn't be a problem at all. So you're full already. Okay. Completely full, that is. And still we can see quartz crystals baking up here. Now they're baking up here as well. And you're still good. You still have some space left here. Maybe. You know what? Maybe let's steal some from the first ones. You know, these are always preferred by the whole distribution mechanism here. So maybe we steal something from here. And put them in manually at the end. So we basically help those machines baking up earlier. Like this. You're full, okay. Almost full, okay. But that should also happen naturally, so basically we don't have to do that. We just speed things up a little bit. Kind of jump-start it, if you will. Yeah, something like that. Let's see if we can get rid of those two. No, of course not. You kidding me? There we go. It's already down to 169 again. Okay. So let's check our overall quartz crystal production maybe, because the whole backing up thing up there depends on how many quartz crystals we produce. So this should be our whole quartz crystal production here, right? Those five refineries here. So you're running at 100%, 89% only, because you don't get enough quartz raw quartz. Okay, interesting. 89% only for you. Basically the same here. 88. Yeah. So, guys, what's the problem? The problem is that we have MK1 belts here. This should be MK2. Good. Found another bug in our factory. I guess, yeah. This guy is fine with MK1. Alright, so now we're talking in terms of quartz production here. Cool. So maybe now it's going to back up a little bit more and we are actually getting some quartz crystals for our storage. Yeah, now you can see that there is a better supply of raw quartz. Good. While we're at it, let's check out what's going on in here. You're only running at 94% since you cannot get rid of your products. That's fine and might be related to the remaining part of the factory. Oh, same for you. Is that okay, actually? That's the quick wire. Quick wire is not used because there aren't enough circuit boards. Yeah, okay, circuit boards had kind of a feedback problem lately. As you can see here, there's more than enough rubber, but no petroleum coke. The thing about this is that we need to produce rubber to produce heavy oil residue, right? Right now, since the storage is full here, there is no heavy oil residue production. So those guys don't get heavy oil residue, won't produce any petroleum coke, and yeah, there we are. Maybe we should scrap some of the rubber in here. That should help. Let's see. Oh, that was weird. There we go. So now we should produce more heavy oil residue and produce more petroleum coke and produce some more circuit boards. Hopefully. Hopefully it balances out appropriately. I mean, it should, but who knows? Okay, so in this case, then the deuterium stuff is going to be used. Yeah, okay, cool. So we should be fine. Still kind of worried about this whole situation here. Because I don't feel like it's gonna work out fully balanced right now. Very fragile. I mean, we could we would have to redesign everything here. So this was the place where we could connect one refinery to one assembler each, right? If we wanted to make sure that rubber is produced all the time in order to produce heavy oil residue all the time, right? We would have to merge everything together. All the rubber lines here have a smart splitter at the end. Yeah. With the regular output going into splitters, bringing the rubber into the assemblers here again, and a overflow output, just in case that we have such a Mexican standoff situation as we just had before. The overflow would go into a sink then. Huh. Maybe that's something I want to do in between episodes. That would at least minimize the risk of everything coming to a halt here. I mean, right now we're using the rubber, but is that going to be enough? I'm not sure. Maybe over time this will stall again. Huh. Alright. We're still far away from backing up here, right? let's have a last look at the manufacturers above, how the quartz crystal situation is. Let's see. It's still flowing. Now it's backing up here. That's better, I guess. Filling up those two. Okay, slightly backing up to the next one here. Okay. Slightly backing up here. The lift is stuttering a little bit as well. That's good. Yeah, now the belt is stuttering as well here. This one also is stuttering a little bit. That's good. Yeah, a little bit of backing up here, or stuttering at least. Ah, now this guy is flowing again. That may be the case as soon as all the manufacturers have just finished producing their stuff and start a new cycle. That might take a moment until they fill up again. Huh. I'd like to see them stop for a bit here on this belt. Again, I mean, this would kind of indicate that it's possible to for this belt to naturally back up, right? Maybe we just wait. Let's check out another thing that we actually wanted to do a few episodes back. And I guess it's about time now. And by the way, I don't know if I mentioned that last time. I think not. But we're actually using our biofuel now. Where if we were to switch that off, now you can see we're using our batteries, since we are at a consumption of about 4.5 gigawatts and only produce 3.5 megawatts. So let me check our fuel generators back here, just to be sure. They're all green, right? Yes. Good. Yeah, so we should take care of power next before we continue with building more factories, because more factories, of course, are going to use more power, which we don't have at the moment. And we are even consuming some of our biofuel, which is also only a backup thing. So let's switch that on. So now we're at a maximum of 5 gigawatts. Okay, so that still exceeds our maximum consumption by about 200 megawatts, which should be fine generally. And we still have some raw materials here left. And by the way, I don't know if any of you noticed that, but those belts here were missing, and I don't know why. I fixed them again, so we're fine. 120 per minute and only MK2? That's wrong. Make this MK3. So you're only running at 50%? Yeah. Not anymore. Good. 60. 120. Good. Yeah. So now we're using biofuel actually. I guess we could go down here where we still have this crude oil and this crude oil available, and actually also parts of this one, and we could build a little fuel factory, let's say, fuel refinery complex, compound, something like that. And yeah, just produce a little bit of fuel down there. So maybe we can even combine that with what I want to do right now that I think about it. Because there is still, this guy is still missing, and we need smokeless powder for it. And in order to produce smokeless powder, we need residual oil thingies down there. What is it called? Heavy oil residue. Which we don't have. We have to produce it, right? Maybe you can use that for fuel directly. I don't know if we are ever going to use smokeless powder other than for equipment like or ammunition. I guess not, but I don't know. So I don't know if it's worth to place an actual factory for this, right? I guess we just do something like this. The rubber recipe, we burn all the rubber that we produce. We collect a little bit of heavy oil residue in a separate tank, just in case, maybe something like that. Just the overflow, or no? Overflow for pipes, huh? Yeah, so basically turn that into fuel. Maybe there are some alternate recipes which we want to use here. Yeah, so turn that into rubber, I guess, because we get 2 heavy oil residue here out of 3 crude oil instead of the plastic recipe. Excuse me, guys. Burn all the rubber, have our heavy oil residue, which we can turn into fuel and also can turn into the smokeless powder if we need to. Something like that. The thing is, I want to have the rifle. I don't want to proceed fighting the creatures with our little rebar gun here. I'm tired of it, you could say. So, there are computers. Isn't that something? Which we are producing right now. Nice. Okay, guys. I guess that's it for today. We might want to check this off of our list as a last step for today. Just like that. By the way, the to-do list is screwed because oh no, not anymore. Okay, cool. Earlier, I tried to write down something here, and everything I type in was directly registered as the regular command, like jumping, like opening some menus. And as soon as I press X, then the painting menu opens. Excuse me. And stuff like that, right? But it doesn't happen anymore, so we're good. Tame a lizard. Fuggo. No. Doggo. That's what we want to do. And by the way, I actually used that thing wrong, right? This is meant to be unchecked here, actually. So something like that. Is there a better way to do that? Don't know. Whoopsie. Oh, you can just leave out the space. Right there. Yeah. Yeah. Let's do it like that. Alright guys, so that's it for today. Now, we have finished our computer in Quartz factory. We are now officially producing computers. We can now go ahead and build railroads. And more importantly, we can build the signals for the railroads, for the railways, for whatever, right? And that means we can locate everything everywhere on the map, basically. We need to find out where we want to place our central train station. I would always like to have it kind of close to the central storage here. Maybe we can do something up here, something like that. I don't know yet. We'll find out about that in a few episodes, I guess. All right, guys. Thanks so much for watching. As always, really appreciate it. I hope to see you around next time as well. And until then, bye-bye.